Oh my god, okay. OBS, like, reset all my mic settings. So, haha. Thanks for letting me know, Spiral. Oh my god, I was just sitting here talking. God. But yeah, I just ate. So I'm like super phlegmy. Anyway, let me move myself down a little bit. Oh. We're playing Witches Bound, which is another visual novel demo. I feel so, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like really happy to be playing like visual novels again. Because I just got back into it. Ooh. Oh, what's my name? Yeah. Like to leave? No. It should have audio now. There's no audio right now other than the text audio. Ooh, that's really loud. Typing volume. I feel like that's so loud. Holy shit. Okay, that's better. Flowers I've never... Oh my god, I really should not be playing this game when I... I have to clear my throat so badly. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Flowers I've never seen before pulse with a faint inner light, swaying in the wind I barely... Also, I didn't read the description of this game. I just went, visual novel demo? Okay, let's download it and play it. The air carries whispers I can almost understand. I step forward, beneath my bare feet, the ground is cool and soft. Every step feels familiar, like my body remembers what my mind forgot. Suddenly I hear footsteps behind me. Oh, Afrika! I turn, heart racing, but strangely, I'm not afraid. Yet. Figure stands in the shade of the trees. I can't make out his face. Little Prince? What? His voice is rough and the word pierces deep into my bones. Suddenly, smoke rises from the ground, curling around the glowing flowers before flames burst up around me. Okay, so I'm burning. Scent of burning petals fills my lungs. The heat crushes in. As everything fades to black, a voice follows me down. Distant at first, then right against my ear. Let's see where your choices will lead you this time, little witch. Huh? Crazy, I just be having like prophetic dreams. I wake up to darkness, the fading traces of a dream slipping just beyond my reach. Something about flowers or fire or... Details slip through my fingers like water. We're talking in your sleep again. Is this my roommate? His voice comes from somewhere across the room. I don't bother looking. I know he'll show himself when he feels like it. Did I say anything interesting? Just the usual nonsense. Though you did mention something about a prince this time. Hope it wasn't about yourself. Throw my pillow in the general direction of his voice. Shut up, Tis. Tis. Hiskers? Hiskers? Is this a cat? Careful with the violence, Prince. Oh, that's loud as fuck! No, they got Haishe VT in this game? Yeah, bro. I'm making a cameo. Is that Len S. Flair in my chat? Holy shit. 7 a.m. Who the fuck wakes up at 7 a.m.? I drag myself to the bathroom, the usual weight of the morning settling over me. The boy in the mirror looks tired, almost unrecognizable. Dark circles beneath his eyes, tangled hair. Definitely not a prince. That's right. I'm a general, and you are gonna respect me. Oh shit, so that is my cat, my familiar. You look terrible. Thanks! Thanks for the morning sass, Tis. Just what I needed. He stretches lazily, taking up more space than a cat his size should. Honesty is a virtue. That's what familiars are for, right? I'm pretty sure familiars are supposed to be helpful. I am helping. Someone's gotta keep you grounded. I wince as I run my fingers through my tangled hair. Just keep the floating to a minimum while you're here. I don't need the landlady thinking I adopted a pet. Stay in my room or wander around the city. Pet? Me? Wait, this is so funny, this image right here. I am a being of ancient power and mystic knowledge. I need to crank down this music. Oh my god, it's flipping me off! Ancient power that still demands tuna I barely afford. I wrestle with a particularly stubborn knot in my hair as Tiskers ignores my comment. The audacity of humans never fails to amaze me. The familiar routine grounds me, but I can't shake the unease from the dream. That voice from the dream still lingers at the edge of my mind. Let's see where your choices will lead you this time, little witch. My hand slows down, still brushing out knots as Tiskers tilts his head. His gaze sharpens. You're thinking too hard again. I can see it in your face. I pause, the brush still in my hand. It felt important. In my dream, someone called me Prince. Felt important. Important? I don't know. Sounds like a weird dream to me, just like the rest. At the end, there was a voice. It said something about choices. Choices, huh? Spooky. Well, don't let it get to your head, kid. You're already bad enough at making decisions. Still thinking about your little escape? Hand freezes mid-brush, his question catching me off guard. I'm not escaping, I'm just... chasing destiny? Breaking free from life's cruel chains? Or are we on a Dumas level freedom quest? You've read too many of those novels, kid. Tone is gentler now, though still layered with sarcasm. You're an expert on freedom and destiny now? I'd be the best at it, if I cared. Uh-huh. Except I'm the one who has to make the choice. This is a little fourth wall breaking. He pauses, eyes narrowing with mock importance. Touché, but you're still bad at them. Just don't get too carried away with all this romance. Or you'll end up with revenge, or a stupid death. I roll my eyes and keep brushing. If I were you, I'd just ruin her drink or something. Her drink? One little mishap with her precious poison and BAM! No more issues, collection as a bonus. What? Am I poisoning someone? I feel lost. I feel lost, deadass. Okay. Maybe it's a past girlfriend? Maybe. But it seems like we're, like, meeting up with her. Maybe you're right. Might have saved us both a lot of trouble. Exactly. See? Now you're catching on. Tail flicks lazily as he grins. Imagine the look on her face. Priceless. I sigh, half amused despite myself. Sounds nice in theory. But I'm not poisoning anyone. I'm not exactly ready to become the next dark sorcerer or anything. Fucking cat keeps flipping me off, bro. Stop that. You're missing the artistic side of life. Poisoning people? Maybe you'll see it someday. Right, because poisoning people is an art now? A small reminder that they're mortal can go a long way. You're definitely more trouble than you're worth. Oh, stop being dramatic and just get ready. Yes, so, wise one. See you at the cafe. He disappears, probably off to terrorize every bird in the... Whiskers makes it easy to forget he's a familiar, not some weird talking cat. I give the mirror one last look, straightening my shoulders. The morning crowd parts around me along the hallway as I make my way to class. Keep my head down, counting steps, measuring breaths. Just make it to class. That's all I need to... Well, look who it is. The high school bully? Oh. My shoulders tense before I even see her. Hallway falls silent. Strange kind of silent, where no one's watching but everyone is. Angie. Is this who I have mad beef with? Still trying to play invisible, little puppy? Hey, don't call me that! She moves closer, deliberate and slow like a cat toying with its prey. Students press against their lockers, setting the stage without a word. Viv? Oh, this is another mean girl? There are two bullies? Careful, Angie. If you scare him too much, he might pass out. Cry? That's an option. Keep your head down, meet her eyes, cry. I save? Save? Cry? What if I just start crying? I'm gonna choose this option. It'll be funny. My vision blurs as tears well up, and I hate how weak I feel. She notices, of course. Her smirk becomes wider, triumphant. Oh, poor little Haishe. Hey, don't call me that! Hey, I didn't like that. Let's reload. I want to choose a different option. Meet her eyes. I take a deep breath and meet Angie's gaze. For a second, her smirk slips. Just a flicker. My heart pounds so loud it's all that I can hear. But I don't look away. Angie's lips press into a tight line. Oh, found a little backbone, haven't we? She laughs, sharp and grating, like the sound of glass shattering. The crowd shifts, the murmur of voices swelling as eyes press in. That's new. What else? Is he gonna start talking back? Takes a slow step closer, her polished boots clicking against the tile like a metronome counting down. Careful, Haishe. Dude, why am I being bullied? I don't even know what I did. She pauses, her voice dropping lower. Staring too long might give people the wrong idea. She tilts her head, her chocolate hair catching the light, but her eyes burn, simmering with fury that makes my throat. She's angry. I don't move, forcing myself to stay rooted in place. Tension feels like a wire pulled too tight, one snap away from breaking. I thought bro was a man from the thumbnail, dog. Hey.
Hey, welcome in.
I'm not a man. Somewhere in the back, someone stifles a laugh, and the sound cuts through the moment like a blade. You really think you can just walk around here like nothing's wrong? Hand moves fast, and the strap on my bag catching on her perfect manicured nails. Oh, hold on. My books! Man, fuck this bitch. Can I kill her? I should have killed her when I had the chance. Gaze flicks over me, her lips curling faintly. Honestly, does anyone even notice he's here? So quiet, I forgot he exists half the time.
It's called minding my own business.
Take a steadying breath, crouching to gather the scattered books. Angie looms over me, her shadow stretching across the floor like... Her smirk is as smug as ever. My fingers slide over the worn edges of my notebooks. I stand up slowly, holding the books against my chest, and meet her gaze. It's called minding my own business. That's right. Fuck you, Angie. Try it sometime. Oh, I'm snippy today. Oh, I'm snippy. For a moment, surprise flickers across Angie's face before it hardens into a tight-lipped smile. Viv lets out a slow, mocking chuckle, tilting her head. My reaction throws her off, but not too much. Angie's eyes narrow dangerously, and the smile on her lips twists into something sharper, more menacing. My, how disrespectful. I just hit a nerve? You think you're clever, don't you? Acting like you're above it all. You're too good to acknowledge your place. Heat in my chest flares, but I force myself to hold her gaze. You say so. He steps forward again, and I brace myself. Angie's boot slams down on my chemistry notebook. The crack of the impact echoes like thunder. Dog, bite her leg! Bite her ankles! Brother, stand up for yourself. Dramatic as ever. I feel like I'm in some high school drama. Any second now, the choir will start her villain theme song. She leans in closer, her voice dropping to a hiss. You really don't know when to stop embarrassing yourself, do you? Playing dumb won't save you. You know exactly why this is happening. Something dark flickers behind her eyes as she glances at Viv. Look at him now. On the floor. Clothes are so cheap. Hey. It's called saving money. You never wear something like that. I hope you're not waiting for someone to save you. You should have stayed gone when you could. Now? She leans forward, her voice dropping low. Now I'm gonna make sure you remember exactly where you belong. Straightens up and tosses back her hair with practiced elegance. Viv falls in step behind her as the two girls walk away, their laughter carrying off to echo off the lockers. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? And no one helped me? The fuck is this? Here's the thing about Angie, she really thinks she's the hero of the story. Thought almost makes me smile. Almost. I stand, shouldering my bag. Bell rings and the hallway fills with motion again. Oh my god, that bell is so loud. Just another scene. Make it to my classroom without anything else happening. Sit alone near the back, hoping no one will notice me. Teacher keeps talking about some old piece of... My desk is close to the window, far from the faint outline of a former student seated in the front row. Hand raised, as if waiting to answer a question that was asked decades ago. His figure shimmers slightly, frozen in an endless loop. Is this a ghost? He's harmless, unlike the living. Usually, I don't even notice him. My gaze drifts to the clock, as if wishing the hands would be faster. A muffled laugh pulls me back to the present. Angie and Viv are whispering to each other, glancing my way and laughing quietly behind their... I don't need to hear the words to know the routine by now. Oh my god! I'm in PTSD from this fucking bell. The bell rings, jolting me back, and I'm the first one up. I grab my bag and head straight for the door. Oh, that's freaky. 15 minutes before my next class, I duck into the library. The low hum of whispers and quiet movement feels almost peaceful. I pull out my notebook and turn to the page with my schedule, my eyes landing on tomorrow's project assignment. Community service. Lucky me. Apparently, I've been assigned to clean an old abandoned house as part of a revitalization project. It'll help my grades, so I don't really have a choice. Free labor that's supposed to teach responsibility in a community. Sounds about right. A faint laugh rings through the nearly empty library, bouncing between the shelves. The sound is distant, almost eerie, like a memory. Some ghosts are as much a part of this place as the books. They love attention whenever they can get it. so I've learned not to react. I slip the notebook back into my bag and glance at the clock. The next class starting soon, I take a deep breath and get ready to leave. Maybe this time I'll actually be able to focus. After class. Hi, Haishe. Hi, Nemu. Hi, Nemu. Hi, Nemu. Hi, Nemu. How have you been? Final bell rings and I'm out the door before the sound fades. Ugh. This color makes me uncomfortable. Afternoon sun feels too bright and warm, completely out of place with the day I've had. I glance at my watch. There's just enough time to catch the bus. Oh, I work! Okay. The ride, I lean against the cool glass, watching the city blur past and streak color and sound. But in you, I'm doing pretty okay. I had an interview this morning, and I think it went well. I think. I hope so. I hope I get employed soon. God. Cafe isn't far, but it feels like another world compared to the cold atmosphere of my school. Stepping off the bus, I take a cafe. The air smells faintly of coffee, warm and grounding. Yeah, get it? Cause coffee, grinding. Let's go. Yeah. I hope my luck picks up, cause it's been a very long unemployment streak. Oh, hell. Small space greets me with its usual quiet charm. My fingers trail lightly along the counter as I walk around the back. A wilting fern on the counter catches my eye. Wait, I need to check something. I don't remember if this was at all. Let me see. I think I saw it was partially voiced, but I could be tweaking. I could be tweaking. Okay, it doesn't say anything about voiced. So I have to read it all. There's 2 love interests? Eh? Interesting. Wilting fern? I gently brush the leaves. Under my touch, the plant's leaves seem to lift. At least you don't mind having me around. Oh, is this because I'm a witch? I let my hand linger for a moment before pulling away. I slip into the back room to change into my uniform. Familiar routine calms me. Some of the coffee machines, the clatter of cups, quiet murmur of voices help me relax. I'm smoothing down my apron when I hear a familiar voice. That Tiskers? Ah, Haishe, you look drained. Yeah, I fucking hate school, dude. How's the school treating you? Terribly. Same old teenage drama? Yeah, sure. If you call it drama. If you call being bullied by 2 really beautiful, mean girls drama, then yeah. Yup. Definitely the same. Those girls won't leave me alone until the end. Same, he says. He drawls as if unimpressed. One day you're gonna wish you'd let loose just a little. Trust me, witch isn't just a title, it's a state of mind. Very fun one. Witch? Come on, I'm a guy. Damn youth. A witch is a witch, guy or girl.
Actually, that is true. People characterize witches as being only female and wizards being the male equivalent, but actually, they're 2 different types of magic users.
Anyway, forget about high school drama. You'd better watch yourself. That old witch has eyes and ears everywhere? Who? I know, Tis. Don't skip on your protections. You never know when some wayward spirit decides a little witch makes a good snack. I smile as he walks away with his usual air of importance. Some days, Tiskers feels like the most constant part of my life. Somehow, that feels reassuring. Grabbing a notepad and pen, I step out to take orders. Evening passes in a steady rhythm. Scribbled requests, quiet conversations, and the faint hiss of milk steaming. Every so often, my eyes drift to the window, where the sky deepens into twilight and the streetlights flicker on. Oh, there's music. Outside, the world feels distant. Like it's just on the other side of a veil. For a moment, my thoughts wander. What would it be like to just walk away? Leave it all behind and start fresh somewhere no one knows me. The thought fades almost as quickly as it comes. I sigh, turning back to the counter. The espresso machine hums, filling the air with the warm, grounding smell of coffee. Oh! I think the best part about this game so far is the cat's sprites. Look at it! I glance over at Tiskers, who's already laying in his usual spot by the window, pretending to be just a cute, lazy cat. I envy how easy it is for him to be. Even with his air of importance, he seems pretty silly. Though you never know if he's having fun or playing with people around him, including me. I wonder if I'll ever figure it out. A shadow crosses the room, pulling me from my thoughts. I look up to see a new face, someone who looks out of place here. Hey, why'd the music stop? He's red? Oh no, he's red. He's tall, dressed in sporty clothes with red dyed hair. Whoa. Hey. I do like their art style, it's quite nice. Natural blonde roots stretch far, almost halfway down. It's been a while since he last bothered to touch it. A few piercings glint as he moves, giving him a certain rebel vibe. Stands out for sure. He scans the room before choosing a seat by the window, away from the few other customers. My first instinct is to avoid him, but I can't ignore a customer. He's already noticed me. Grab my notepad and walk over, slipping into.
Hey, what can I get for you?
He looks up and his eyes lock on mine. His eyes are sharp, and there's something searching in. Catches me off guard, and for a moment, I feel exposed. The silence stretches, just long enough to make me uneasy. Is everything alright? My voice wavers slightly, and I mentally cringe. Why is he looking at me like that? Do I look weird? Just a black coffee, thanks. You took that long to decide on a black coffee? Brother! His voice is low and rough around the edges. I nod, already turning to leave, but his next words stop me in my tracks. Have we met somewhere? My heart jumps. You using that as a line? You're not just using that as a line? His lips twitch into the ghost of a smirk. Think I'm hitting on you? Are you? Yeah, I don't know, are you? His eyes narrow slightly, his gaze feels intense, just enough to make my pulse quicken. Do I look like I need lines? His voice is calm, but there's a humor in it, like he's letting me in on some private joke. I don't know. Do you? His head tilts slightly, like he's weighing my words. You get repetitive. The truth in his words makes me blush? Not a line, you just look familiar. Well, I work here for a while. Maybe you've seen me around. He leans forward slightly, resting his elbows on the table. His gaze doesn't waver, and the intensity in it makes the space between us feel small. Maybe. Or maybe I'd remember if I had. The words are quiet, almost an afterthought. I'll get that coffee for you. Take your time. I hurry back to the counter, but I can still feel his presence, a warm spot on my back. I glance over, he's pulled out a notebook, writing something with quick, sharp motion. The plants near his table are leaning towards him. Just slightly, like they're curious, too. Whiskers hops on the counter behind the coffee machine, tail twitching. Why are you looking at me like that, Tiskers? Yeah, why are you making that face? What the hell was that about? Didn't see that weirdo before. I'd remember a punk like that. Is? Nice. Bell chimes and June bursts through the door like a gust of fresh air. Her short, messy hair looks somewhat intentionally styled instead of rushed. Oh, Seven, you got here before me, huh? Throws herself into the chair across from him with the easy confidence of someone who's never worried. I find myself envying that sometimes. Haishe, help me out here? Iced coffee? I'm dead after practice. Right up. So I know her, but I don't know him. Okay. Kale twitches as he stares at seemingly Seven in a pretty obvious way. That one's different. You say that about everyone. No, this is something else, dumbass. Before I can question him, he hops off the counter and heads straight for June's table. There's my favorite cafe cat. Come here, handsome. He scratches under his chin and he starts purring immediately. So much for his dignified, familiar act. Still collecting strays everywhere you go? He doesn't look up from his notebook. There's a faint trace of something almost tender in his voice. This is the guy who avoids any type of contact. No girl would ever get close to you with that grumpy act. Some of us have standards. In the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of something unusual yet familiar. A pale, semi-transparent fox slipped between the tables at the back of the cafe. Its movements are fluid, cautious. Faint outline flickering like light through fog. The regular here, always appearing in the late afternoon, wandering between tables, searching for lost long. They all do. I watch it move gracefully past the table, form almost blending into the soft shadows. When it nears June and Seven's table, I force myself to look away. Until I notice his gaze shift just for a split second, following the fox's path. Wait, is he a witch? Is he a witch like me? Is he a witch? Witch! Witch! Faint presences that belong to a world most can't see. Did he notice? Must be a coincidence. Glance at Seven again. Back to focusing on his notes, his expression unreadable. Taking off the thought, I bring their drinks to the table, setting them down with a polite smile. Thanks, Haishe. Hey, we should hang out sometime. I know this great place downtown. I'm kinda busy lately. Aw, you're always busy. June, he's working. Stop being such a mood killer. Turns back to me. Oh, I didn't introduce you to. Seven's one of my closest friends. Nice to meet you. My name is Haishe. Something flickers across Seven's face when our eyes meet. The same strange deja vu feeling hits me again. Seven gives a short nod. Same. His voice is flat, reserved. Wow, Seven. You're really selling yourself here. He's working. He doesn't need the full biography. Wait! Low-key, why is this like Len? Wait! Hold on. Hold on. Don't mind him, Haishe. He's just like that. Always serious and antisocial. You're always loud. Oh! Talk her shit! He glances at me one more time before he returns his focus to his notes. Feels like he's deliberately keeping his distance. I think you two will get along eventually. You're such a cutie. The plants are so much more lively since he worked. I'm just overflowing with charm. You know how it is. See? This is why I like you, Haishe. You're adorable. Seven raises an eyebrow, leaning back slightly, his lips twitching into a faint smirk. His gaze lingers on a moment too long. Adorable, huh? He needs the ego boost? Yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. The way he's looking makes my stomach do an odd little flip. Dude, is he flirting with me? Oh, I'm not sure my ego can take it. I already get compliments from the plants. Say that. June gasps, clutching her chest like I've wounded her. Plants love you, Haishe. I swear, every leaf shines with joy when you walk by. You're basically a Disney princess. Kevin snorts, the sound low and amused. Disney princess? But he's a guy. Hey, Disney princess is a state of mind, not a gender. Okay, maybe a forest druid or something. You know what I mean. Who am I then? The villain? Please. You're more like the reluctant sidekick. I can't help but chuckle at the image. Seven shifts, crossing his arms with exaggerated indifference. Ganged up on me already. Great. Oh, please. I get jealous. Anyway. She leans in towards me, her voice dropping to a spiritorial whisper. Don't let him fool you. Deep down, he's a softie. Loves animals, plays the guitar, even rescues kittens. Kittens? Glance at Seven, suddenly seeing him in a different light. Seven sighs, rubbing the back of his neck. That was one time. One time? You built that stray shelter. A whole shelter? Impressive. Not really a villain after all. Seven shrugs, feigning disinterest, but I notice the tips of his ears turning slightly pink. Even villains need hobbies. June clasps her hands together, looking far too pleased with herself. See, I knew you two would get along. You're totally complimentary. Sunshine and storm clouds. Seven raises an eyebrow. Come on. Now I'm a storm cloud? You really have to ask? I laugh, trying to switch the conversation to a more neutral ground. So, how long have you two known each other? Forever, basically. Since we were kids. It was far more cute back then, for the record. And you've been loud since birth. You're too obvious in your motives. Step back a little. Come on. I have your best interests. I chuckle awkwardly and excuse myself to go on with my work. I make my way back to the counter, but not before casting one last glance. It sits by the far window now, watching the scene with quiet eyes that seem almost sad. I look over at Seven again, wondering for a moment if he really did see it. But his focus is elsewhere. Afternoon crowd has thinned out, my shift is almost over. June checks her phone and then stands, stretching with a dramatic sigh. My turn! Home and rest, Haishe. You look tired. He bumps my shoulder lightly as she heads behind the counter. Dev, you're camping here all night or something? The atmosphere is good for studying. But he's not looking at his books when he says it. Right. The atmosphere. There are actual libraries in this city, you know. Since when are you actually studying? You're annoying. Libraries don't work at this hour. Keep it up and you're not getting a refill. I slip into the back room to change, the weight of the shift heavy on my shoulders. Fisker circles my feet while I take off my apron. Do you think he noticed our permanent guest? I don't know. Tone is casual, but I catch the edge of curiosity in his. When I step back into the cafe, Sev's gaze catches mine from across the room. See you around, Haishe.
Bye, 7.
What happened to 8, 9, and 10? Oh my god. That joke stupid?
Yes.
Or or that or that will sound like I want him around. Would it be weird? Will you nah, fuck it. Just straight up asking. Will you be around more? Not a big deal after all. Will you be hanging around more? Seven raises an eyebrow, his expression shifting ever so slightly, weighing his response. Miss me already? Oh, brother! Get a load of this guy! Teasing catches me off guard and I fumble for a response. I just thought you might... Never mind. His lips tilt slightly, a faint, almost reluctant smile forming as if my awkwardness was more entertaining than he'd cared. Luck with your night studies. Though, it seems like June will kick you out eventually. I glance towards June, catching her exaggerated eye roll from behind. I've got my methods. A mid-step towards the door when his voice stops me. Haishe. Something in his tone makes me pause. I turn, catching a flicker of something in his eyes. Wait. He moves closer. Oh, hey man. I can almost feel his breath. That's how close he is? Back off. Back off. Stranger danger. He's touching my face. What's going on? He went to take an eyelash off my face? He could have just fucking told me that. Without another word, I duck my head and practically stumble through the door. Cafe's bell chiming my retreat. Careful on your way home. Hey, I don't like the way you said that. I don't like the way he said that. My feet move automatically down the familiar sidewalk. My mind stays behind. His fingertips against my skin, the careful precision of his movement. Yo, he wanted me! The rational part of my mind tries to brush it off as mere politeness. My cheeks are still burning and I'm oddly grateful for the cool autumn air against my skin. Seven's voice still follows me out into the evening air like a distant memory. The cafe fades into the background. Whiskers reappears behind me, as usual, knowing that no one is there to see his usual appearances. That boy. You should be careful. I thought you were done giving cryptic warnings. You're repeating yourself. You have an awful habit of ignoring me. I'm just keeping an eye out. You attract trouble like a magnet. You're insufferable. And you're blushing. Okay, well, fuck you too, Tiskers. Coincidence? Don't tell me that punk is your type. This! Just June's friend. Make it weird. Even as I say it, I can't shake the feeling that Seven might not be someone I should easily ignore. 20 minutes later. The walk home feels endless. My feet drag against the pavement, every step heavier than the last. Streetlights are just starting to flicker on when I finally reach my door. I reach for my keys automatically, hand diving into my bag. Nothing. Stomach sinks. Dude, I fucking lost my keys? What the hell? No, no, no. I dump everything onto the ground, paper scattering in the evening breeze. My hands shake as I dig through every pocket, pushing aside receipts and crumpled notes, desperation making my movements frantic. They have to be here somewhere, but they're not. The memory suddenly hits me. My books scatter across the hallway floor, Angie's laughter echoing off the lockers. The keys must have fallen then. My legs give out and I slide down against the door, almost defeated. The rough wood catching at my sweater. The tears come hot and fast now, blurring the world around me. You're just not fit for it and never will be. Her voice echoes in my head, so clear it feels like she's standing right here. Same smug certainty that used to make me feel so small. Okay, alliteration. Same smug certainty. Blah, blah, blah. That same smug certainty that used to make me feel so small. I press my palms against my eyes, trying to push the memory away, but it clings to me like smoke. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. First drops of rain hit my shoulders, because of course it would rain now. A bitter laugh escapes my throat. Perfect. Just perfect. Footsteps approach, soft against the wet pavement. I don't look up. I can't bear to have anyone see me like this. Are you okay? Voice sounds gentle, concerned. When I finally lift my head, I see a young man watching me with worried eyes. Dark hair, light blue eyes. Must be my housemate. I'd forgotten he was moving in today. Yo, what a coincidence! Someone with the keys to the house, finally. Is your name Haishe? I scrub on my face with my sleeve, mortified. My cheeks burn despite the evening chill. Yes, I'm sorry. My laugh comes out shaky and I hate how vulnerable I sound. Words seem to catch in my throat. This is probably not the best first impression. The guy crouches down beside me close enough to block some of the rain, but not close enough that it feels invasive. No need to apologize. What happened? Lost my keys. Probably at school. I gesture vaguely at my scattered belongings, watching as the rain starts to dot my paper. I thought I'd have to sleep out here. Pretty dramatic, huh? Hey, we all have those days. The smell is warm. Genuine. Come on. Let me help you pick these up at least. He moves carefully, gathering myself with a gentleness that seems almost surprising. I watch his hands, steady and sure, as they rescue my books and notepads. You don't have to. I know. He glances up at me through the rain, a small smile softening his features. I just want to. Something about those simple words makes my breath catch. Water drips from his dark hair, and his sweater is starting to cling to his shoulders, but he doesn't seem to care. I have a spare key to the front door. At least he won't have to sleep in the rain. He stands and offers me his hand. I hesitate for just a second before sliding my palm against his. His grip is warm despite the chill, and he pulls me up with careful strength. My legs feel steadier than I expected. How about some tea? You look like you could use a warm drink. For the first time today, something in my chest loosens. That would be really nice. Thank you. Damien. You can call me Damien. Thank you, Damien. Finally, we're inside. I follow him into the kitchen, trying not to feel like an intruder in what's apparently now our shared space. Dude, it's it's shared. I don't think that's intrusive. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I need some water. Someone who just moved in. He acts like the place has been his forever. Get yourself comfortable. I'll get that tea started. The familiar domestic sounds of kettle filling and cups clinking fills the silence. I watch him move around the kitchen, unable to shake the strange feeling of familiar. I'm Miss Hayworth's nephew, by the way, though you've probably heard. Yeah, she mentioned you were going to move in. I just forgot. I sink into the couch, feeling the day's weight settle over me. Plants scattered around the room seem to perk up at my presence, their leaves rustling softly. I should apologize again for all of that. Not exactly how I planned to. His laugh echoes through the room, warm and rich. Please. If anything, I got to play knight in shining armor. Great for the ego. He hands me a steaming cup, and I notice his eyes catch on the bruises dotting my hands. I quickly curl him around the warm ceramic. Should I avoid the topic? I feel like I could be honest with him. I just met him. Be honest, avoid. Isn't this like oversharing? It's my first time. Just avoid the topic. Clumsy. I mumble it like the weak excuse it is. Clumsy, huh? Voice is soft, but there's something else there. Can I be honest? His gaze is a little freaky. His gaze is it's a little freaky. A little like unnerving. Quit looking at me like that. It happens. Damien leans back, that infuriating half smile playing at the corner of his mouth. He tilts his head, watching as I fidget with the hem of my sleeve. Like he can see right through me. Honestly, it's freaking me out. Nothing wrong with being clumsy. Though next time, maybe consider furniture that's not out to get you. Trying to joke, but I can tell he's not letting this go. Right, little prince? Oh, whoa! Hey! Hey! Are you that guy in my dreams? You're that guy in my dreams. Hey! 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 What did you... The house is quite lovely, isn't it? Seamlessly changes the subject. Especially the plants. They seem livelier than I remember. There's something playful in his tone that makes my stomach flip. They just need a little care now and then. I used to spend summers here as a kid. Everything feels different now. His eyes find mine. Better, actually. His smile sharpens, catching me off guard. Dude, this guy's freaky! I have to admit, Aunt Liz didn't mention my new housemate would be so... young. I focus intently on my tea, watching the ripples form as my hand trembles slightly. Oh, I'm in my final year of high school. Final year. Says it like he's testing the word. Most people your age are still at home, planning college applications. Not exactly a choice. I hadn't meant to say it out loud. Something about the way Damien keeps gently pushing past my walls makes me step up. Hey, this guy hella probing. I feel uncomfortable now. Strike me as someone who's used to handling everything. Keep my eyes on the tea, watching the rip. You're right there. I'm used to being on. You're not alone. The words hang in the air, simple but heavier than they should. I mean, not anymore. That's really kind of you. Yeah, that's me. Always the gentleman. He takes a slow sip of tea, his gaze still locked on me. But in a way, I think you're the one doing me a favor. What do you mean? Sharing this house with me. Giving me someone interesting to talk to for a change. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just realized something's missing from... No longer tweaking. made you decide to move in here? Damien doesn't miss a beat. His smile suggests he's completely aware of my tactical change of subject, but he plays along. Aunt Liz has been persistent. It seemed practical considering I'm starting college nearby. College? First year at Northgate. Basketball, philosophy major. Casual confidence when he says it makes it sound both impressive and somehow ordinary at the same time. I take a sip of the tea. Find it perfectly prepared, exactly how I like it. Definitely skilled. You look surprised. The tea is actually good. A faint grin tugs at the corners of his mouth, bearing a secret. You seem like someone who appreciates details a little. Oh, no! Hey! 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 Why do you keep calling me Prince? What's up with that? Damien's gaze holds mine, an unreadable expression crossing his face. Maybe because you make it so easy to give you pet names, Prince. See, this is freaky. I've only met you for one day and you want to call me pet names? Bugs, no. Easing edge to his tone. I just think it suits you. I remember it. My dream. Why? Why? Leans back slightly, his expression thoughtful. That's a good question. I suppose it's because you have a certain something about you. Whatever it is, it makes me want to call you Prince. His voice softens and I feel the heat rise in my cheeks before I can stop it. Hey! I did meet before? What makes you think that, little? I don't know if I should be telling this guy stuff. I though? I had a strange dream. Might sound stupid, but I think I heard someone calling me by that same. My confession hangs in the air. I glance at Damien, already regretting letting him peek through the small window into my thoughts. Oh, his eyes just shifted. Damien leans forward, just a fraction. Strange dream. Tell me more. Just fragments. Nothing that makes sense. I'm trying to sound dismissive, but my voice betrays me. Dreams are a funny thing. He tilts his head slightly, his tone almost casual. Sometimes they're just noise. Other times, they can tell you more about yourself than you realize. You sound way too old for your age. I mean, he is a philosophy major, so it's not like kind of the point. Maybe I do. He echoes softly, leaning back into his chair. I set down my empty cup, suddenly aware of how late it's gone. I should head to my room. Thank you for everything. What neighbors are for? I'm just upstairs if you need anything. Day or night. Strange emphasis. Last word. One that makes me shiver. Hey, this guy's freaky! He leaves me with very mixed feelings. But I must be just exaggerating. He's so nice so far. That guy's freaky. Tiskers, what do you think about our new housemate? Well, well, well. Is my favorite witch. How was tea time with the new roommate? I drop onto the edge of my bed, rubbing my temple. It's fine, and he lives upstairs, so he's either a housemate or a neighbor. Tisker stretches, letting out a dramatic yawn. Fine? Sit? Please, give me something to work with. He dodges it, his smug expression unshaken. There's nothing to work with. He's just very observant. That's all. Very observant, my ass. He's freaky as fuck. He freaky AF. He freaky AF. He freaky. He freaky. He freaky AF. A little too good at guessing things. Observant? I think he's creepy. Yeah! That's what I was thinking, Tiskers. For reason, you always end up with the weirdos around. I wonder why. I'm an exception since I'm not human. You don't think I know that? I take a moment to think about the day. Seven, Damien, and June. I don't remember the last time I had to interact with so many people in 24 hours. Tiskar sits up, his tail curling neatly around his paws as his tone shifts from teasing to thoughtful. I'm thinking about 7. Damien's freaky AF. Hold on, let me save. I feel like this is important. Hmm. 7. That punk guy? With the red hair? He seems alright. He's June's childhood friend, so I guess he must be alright. I don't trust him. Why? Whiskers hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. Because, dear human, I have an interest in your survival. I feel constant trouble around you. These people, Tiskers. You're overthinking it. Am I? One calls you Prince like he knows you. And the other looks like a walking red flag. That's just because he got red hair. Literally. Tiskers! Relax, Prince. Just looking out for you. You're far too trusting and clueless about relationships with humans. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Well, witcher, sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. Plus, normal isn't nearly as fun to watch. Despite the lightness in his words, I can't help but roll my eyes. Great. Glad my life is entertainment for you. Always, my dear. Always. Now pet me. I demand attention. Majestic being? You look like you got stuck mid-roll and gave up. Whiskers narrows his eyes, but his effect is ruined by the ridiculous way his tongue pokes out just slightly, making him look silly. Your mockery doesn't work on me. Now scratch behind the ears. Dude, this guy's so demanding. No spot? With a sigh, I reach out and scratch the indicated spot, my fingers sinking into soft fur. You look like you're malfunctioning. I press my thumb to my temple, trying to shake the dream from my mind, but it clings, like it's waiting for me to figure out. Whisker's voice pulls me back. You're doing it again. Staring off into the distance thing. I glance down at him. He's sprawled across my lap, one paw stretched out dramatically, tail flicking in a lazy rhythm. I'm just thinking. Overthinking, actually. Just that dream. You're awake now. Whatever nonsense your brain cooked up could wait. It didn't feel like nonsense. It felt real. Whiskers tilts his head, studying me for a moment before letting out a long, exaggerated sigh. Fine. If it bothers you that much, think of it this way. Dreams don't lie, but they don't hand out answers either. If it's important, you'll figure it out eventually. Either way, pet me. His paw nudges my hand as his golden eyes flutter closed again. The moment feels so absurdly normal that I almost laugh. Sleep time! That damn guy, he mutters, pushing himself up onto his elbows, hands balling into fists as he tries to steady himself. But it doesn't block out his image. The dream clings to him, refusing to fade like normal. The room is too dark to make out the time. Oh! Why him? Who is he? The thought is suffocating. His fists clenched tightly, his knuckles turning white as he tries to steady his erratic breathing. He had a dream? What the hell is this? Why is it always the same damn guy? He takes a hand through his messy hair, tugging slightly at the strands as if the slight pain will wake him. His eyes drift to his guitar against the wall. Usually it helps, but tonight it might as well be furniture. Huh, this is getting annoying.
Not just a dream.
Hold on, I gotta take a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
Collapses back onto the bed, his head hitting the pillow with more force than necessary. His face keeps floating back in his mind, strangely familiar in a way that makes no sense. Like remembering something he's lost but can't name. Feels too real, he says to the empty room. Like it's trying to tell me something. Frustration coils in his gut. He hates this feeling. He's missing a puzzle piece. Can't stand this. He punches the mattress beside him, knowing sleep is done for the night. I need a drink. What? Is that it? Oh, huh? It? Okay, well, let me load this again and see what happens if I think about Damien. Okay? Go to the dream part. Because this is the same dialogue right now. Here we go. Here we go. The weak light from his bedside lamp barely touches the corners of the room. Damien lies on his bed, hugging a pillow to his chest. His face is half buried in it, the soft fabric brushing against his cheek. Hey! Ah, my sweet little prince. You're just as handsome as I remember. He smiles into the pillow, letting out a quiet, breathy laugh. Oh, he freaky! I'd like to bring you here with me where you belong. Voice softened. But not yet. No, not yet. So sweet, so innocent. Can't rush this. I need to be careful, patient. He pulls the pillow closer, his fingers digging into the fabric. You'll see it eventually. How perfect we are together. That we're meant to be together. Destined, even. To grow old, just the two of us. He catches himself, laughing softly. Look at me, getting ahead of myself again. Breath catches as he presses his face deeper into the pillow. You remember me, don't you? I know you do. Deep down, somewhere in that beautiful mind of yours, it's all there, waiting. Something changes in his expression. Harder, more focused, his grip tightens. You're mine, always have been. Eyes that smile. I hope I didn't frighten you today. He sighs. Try to be gentle. He nuzzles the pillow, his blush deepening as his thoughts spiral, voice getting breathier. You will forgive me if I slip up, won't you? So kind. A quiet laugh escapes him, muffled by the pillow, but no less unsettling. Prince, my little prince. Hands clench around the pillow as if it's the only thing keeping him grounded. I can't wait. But I will. I have to. Just this once. Because I won't let you choose him again. Hey, what do you mean again? This time you'll see. You'll stay. Hey? What do you mean by that? We already do. Oh, we did. That was the first episode. Second one. Hey, witch, having fun? Who are you? I've seen you before. No need for names. I'm here to take a look at some stuff. Your world has become quite interesting lately. I'm confused. As you should be. But you will help me find some answers. Me? Oh, you changed quite a bit from the last. Right. Of course you don't. I forget that sometimes. We will have a proper conversation when the time is right. Stay safe, witch. Wait! Huh. The morning air nips at my skin as I step outside, sharp enough to raise goosebumps. The street is empty, no cars, no joggers, just the faint hum of a flickering light overhead. Another weird dream last night. Wide awake, but my body feels sluggish, my mind a step behind. The house is quiet, no sign of Damien. Huh. Nothing? Just coffee and willpower today, huh? Oh, no food? Oh, pastry. I should go try that, huh? That Damien? Morning, Haishe. I nearly dropped my mug. Whirling around, I find Damien standing there, grocery bags hanging effortlessly from. His expression is lazy amusement, as if expecting my reaction. Could try knocking. But dude, he lives here. And he has the key. He shrugs, kicking the door shut behind him. Why knock when I live here? Plus, my hands are busy. He has a point, though. I'm not about to admit it. Then I take a slow, deliberate sip of coffee, watching as he carries the bags to the counter. Trees? Sets the bags down with a thud, sound echoing in the small kitchen. I notice the fridge is a little empty. Something twists low as in my stomach. Not quite shame. It's embarrassing, really, to have someone else notice the state of our fridge. Part-time work barely covers rent and bare essentials, leaving little room for anything beyond the basics. I've gotten used to skipping meals or grabbing something cheap at the cafe, but having it pointed out so casually makes me feel exposed. I just don't eat at home. I mutter, eyes fixed on the safe. Neutral shape of my mug, like it might shield me from further embarrassment. Damien arches a brow. His lips twitch like he's fighting back some smart-ass comment. Really? Better start. I'm a passionate cook, you know. The statement catches me off guard. I glance up at him, unsure if he's joking or serious. His expression gives nothing away, but there's a glint in his eyes that suggests he's already made up his mind about something. Or serious about this? You want to cook for me? Tilt my head like I'm not already internally drafting my. It's been so long since someone. Oh, sorry. Offered to do something like this for me. Something that felt like care, not obligation. Someone's got to save you from instant noodles. Besides, you've never tasted my carbonara. It'll ruin you for life. You're not my mom, Damien. Of course not. He leans in, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. I wouldn't mind if you called me daddy. Okay. I'm done with this guy. Where's Seven? Bring that man back. Bring that. I don't want to see. I don't want to see this freak anymore on my screen. No, because what the hell? This guy's freaky. First of all, he's like majorly obsessed with me, and he's like really laying it on thick like crazy. I don't want. I'm not calling some 20-year-old daddy. Fuck no. Fucks no. Wow. Okay. Wow, he's rich? Something like. What do you mean? Do I have preferences? And he's so gay. What the fuck? I can't pay you back for this. Oh, he's not asking me to pay him back. Okay. Oh, like I'm some charity case. I feel like he's taking pity on me. That's why. What? Dude, this guy. I get it. I get it. I'm hungry and I'm poor as fuck. So what? But I guess I might as well help cook since he did buy everything. Guy's freaky. That freaky AF. I can do it myself. Why are you trying to whisk my pancakes for me? Freaky! Freaky, freaky, freaky. Freaky, cheeky, freaky. Oh. Oh, yum. Pancakes. Okay, well, that does look very good. I'll just take the bite. Why not? Why are you touching me like that? Oh. Oh, it's June texting me. Hey, Haishe, look at this. What am I looking at? Oh, cookies? I want cookies. Give me some. I'm coming right now. I want cookies. Am I going? Well, oh no, community work. Oh, that's right. I was cleaning up that old abandoned house or whatever. Credits are credits. Why is he being freaky about the old house? I mean, like, sure, there's like a normal level of freaky about an old house. Being like, oh, like, hey, you should just be careful, you know. But he's like, I don't know, being weird about it. Being so weird about it. Guy's just weird, period. Also, I apologize if I'm not reading Actually, no, I'm not apologizing. But I am not reading simply because I need to give my throat a bit of a break from like constantly reading, which is why I'm just giving commentary instead. Oh, I'm going to a church. But yeah, it allows me to rest my voice. This is a house or a church? Am I tweaking? Oh shit, 7! Oh, finally, someone normal. Finally, someone normal. He's volunteering too. Ooh. We actually have to maybe? Maybe. The bad vibe exorcist. See, now this conversation is nice and normal, and it's not like freaky flirting, right? I felt like borderline harassed being around Damien. Oh my god. Oh, breaking into pairs. How convenient. What a coincidence. I'm obviously gonna pair up with 7. Wait, he's the priest's son? Okay. Love a good attic. Maybe. Hey, you're so cool. Oh my god, is that JL? My number one parasocial fan? Actually cleaning? Where the fuck is 7? There's no one over here. Oh, am I actually looking at things? Oh. Oh, I can pick up stuff. A hex kit. Look at this. Wait. What's rattling? Is that a loose piece? Golden note, please ballerina stop singing? Creepy. A little bit. What's this? Oh, drawings. Some of them look like they were written by children. It piqued my curiosity, so I... Okay. What's in here? Photo album. Some pictures. The dad's face is scratched out. Oh, yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Notes. Oh, your place is with them, not me, but my heart rebels. Oh, this is like a... Oh. I was gonna say... Oh, they're kind of like love letters. Oh, wow. Why would I take a picture of it? Oh, whiskey? Prohibition era whiskey? Crazy! Okay. Please tell me that's 7. Oh my god. Okay, thank god. Hey! Yeah, there's a lot of dust up here. You sure you're not just checking up on me? Don't flatter yourself. Hey, I just don't want to feel responsible if you decide to have a horror movie moment and vanish or something. Hmm. Hey, is this a horror game? Oh, thanks. Your dad's the priest. Oh, priest son, priest. Oh, adoptive father. Congratulations, Haishe, you fucked up. Okay, to be fair, that wasn't my bad. All I heard was the priest son or whatever. That's all I know. You're really bad at small talk. Why would I say that? You're an expert? No. Clearly, I mean, look at me making this conversation happen despite you trying to murder it. I hate to break it to you, but this isn't a conversation. It's a tragic endurance test. You wound me. Good, maybe you'll stop talking now. Ooh, why does he want me to shut up? Place, though. What about this place? Feels off. Huh. What? Nothing. What? Trash, like everything here. You're paranoid, Haisha. Haunted houses eat the innocent ones first. Kids here swear this place is haunted. Say they hear whispers in the walls at night. Dude, don't freak me out like that. Don't freak me out like that. The Durans. Really don't know? I don't. They shot lawyer. His wife Clary was from old pillars of the community. Then another high-class family moved in, William and Mary. William was an old hag, but Mary, 23, radiant, vanished in about a year? Hey guys, this is freaky. Police found nothing, like she never existed. People assume she ran off. No body, no trace. Then keeps a dramatic pause, making me lean even closer. He started seeing her. Told the priest she haunted his dreams. Guilt? Or something needier? His voice drips to a whisper, the last word curling like smoke. I shiver, the cold seeping into my bones. He's definitely enjoying this too much. Miss Durand found letters, explicit ones, to Mary. Pauses, letting the implications hang. After that, she stopped eating, stopped speaking, just stared. Neighbors heard the kids crying for weeks. Then, he snaps his fingers, a sharp jarring sound that makes me flinch. Embarrassing. Poof! All 6 gone. Is that necessary? Vital for the atmosphere. Anyway, crib still made, coats on hooks like they evaporated. And Clary? Found dead in the foyer. No marks. Coroner called it acute stress cardiomyopathy. Fancy way to say she had a heart attack. And Mr. Durand? Or Durand? What happened to him after all that? Devin picks up a rusted pocket watch from the debris. Surface dull and pitted with age. He winds it absently. Faint tick 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 echoing like a failed heartbeat in the stillness of the attic. Disappeared. 2 days after they found his wife. Car abandoned near the river. Some think he drowned himself. Others say he's still out there. Changed his name, grew a beard. Who knows? He snaps the watch shut. Sound sharp and final. I glance at the photo of the Durant. Their smiles frozen in time and feel a chill crawl up my spine. And the kids? No one heard anything? 6 children don't just vanish. Oh, people heard. Crying. Laughter. Footsteps in the halls weeks after they were gone. But folks here prefer pretty lies. Sent to relatives up north. Foster care. Hey, so I hated that. Hey, so I hated that. Hey, so I hated that. A floorboard creaks from somewhere in the house, the sound sharp and sudden. My gaze darts downward, my fingers tangle in my sleeves. What do you think happened? Seven's fingers tighten around the watch. I think the story of what actually happened might be pretty crazy, but too many pieces are missing, and I'm not a fan of making baseless assumptions. Silence stretches, thick and suffocating. I wipe my dusty hands on my pants, leaving ghostly handprints on the fabric. But the police... William, surely they searched. He looks at me like I'm painfully naive. You're definitely not from around here. He slips the watch into his pocket. Come on. Of course no one found anything, otherwise it wouldn't be so mysterious. Trying to scare me? I don't know. You chose to sort through the attic alone so easily, I figure you didn't know the story. Tone is casual, almost dismissive. Volunteering to play maid in a dusty attic. Why the attic? Why alone? Aren't you at least nervous in such places? I pause for a moment. Why didn't you join one of the groups? Question hangs in the air, and Seven's gaze sharpens, his green eyes locking onto mine with an intensity that makes me shift uncomfortably. I'm not really into babysitting spoiled brats. His tone is flat, but there's an edge to it that suggests he's not just talking about the others. Want to answer my question? I'd just make things awkward. So you hide. Sort dead people's junk. Pretend you don't care. Not like that. Sure it's not. You want to talk. You've been hiding from everyone as much as I do. Touché, but I don't pretend. Now you sound exactly like Tis. Tis? Oh! Before I can answer, the door slams shut with a loud echoing noise. I jump, my eyes wide with shock. To be continued! Brother! This gallery I don't have here. I don't know what that is, though. If only it wasn't, like, freaky as fuck. How do I get that? I guess that's it for the demo, because I don't see where else I could possibly go with the story. That was Witches Bound. I will probably put a link for the demo in the description in a little bit later, but thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the game. Check them out on Itch.io, however the fuck you call it. But yeah, I think the game is neat. I'll play it when it's fully out. They're planning like 10 parts to it. Currently there's only 2 episodes out. They might release like, I don't know, like an extended demo or something. But it's not out now. Oh, and they plan on one more love interest. So the 2 main ones currently are Damien and Seven. So maybe June will be the 3rd one. I don't know. Unless they're planning on introducing another character. But it would make sense if they include June. But yeah, that is all. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Catch you all. I'll catch you all tomorrow for Murders on the Yangtze River.
Please watch it if you like detective games.
Yeah. That's all tomorrow. Bye bye.